Hey everyone, ParklandTCG here. Thanks for tuning in for another video. Today's video is very special. As you can see from the thumbnail, if you noticed, we're going to be opening up this cardboard box here. And inside this box is the holy grail of Pokemon cards, the card that everyone knows, that everyone wants. It's a first edition base set Charizard. The box is still sealed. So let's get into it. And full disclosure here, this card is not my card. This card belongs to a very good friend of mine on Instagram, Rambo's Card Collection. I've known Danny since we were kids, and he's had this card in his possession since 1999 or 2000 when his dad bought it for him. So I went and picked it up a couple weeks ago, and he asked me to send it over to Beckett because I'm familiar with sending stuff in to get graded. So we're gonna check out what grade we got, and I'll be handing it off to Danny here when he comes and picks it up. So really excited. This is by far like the best card I've ever sent out for grading as far as value and rarity, and you know, a card that's very recognizable, the card that everybody talks about. So let's open this up, and I'm gonna try to, let me see, usually, yeah, Beckett does a pretty good job of like not revealing the grade. See, they kind of wrap it up in this thing. It's so hard to. Okay, I think. All right, let's get rid of the paper, and we're gonna flip it. And when I inspected the card before we sent it in, you know, we knew it wasn't going to get a 10, probably not a 9. We were hoping somewhere in the 7.5 to 8.5 range. The card is not in like perfect condition, but it is, you know, in really good condition for sitting around for 20 years. So let's go ahead and flip it. Bam! Got a Beckett BGS 8. Man, this is such a cool card. So there we go, Danny. This is your first edition Charizard that you've had for 20 years or so, locked away in a binder somewhere. Really, really cool. So let's look at the grades, the subgrades. We have a centering, 9.5. The corners got an 8.5. Edges got a 7.5. And the surface got an 8. So I think if the edges got an 8 and the surface got one more bump up to an 8.5, the overall grade would have been an 8.5. So you would have needed probably 2.5 increases to get this up to the 8.5. But still, I think this is a really good grade. This is a thin stamp as well. So for those of you that don't know, first edition cards in base set had a thin stamp and a thick stamp. The thick stamp is I guess more sought after, but you know, not everybody really cares about that. But Beckett does put on their slabs thin and thick stamp, where PSA does not. So that's kind of one of the cool things. And when you grade a card like this, it's nice that you can see the subgrades, you know. So let's take a look at the edges, because that's really what held it back. As expected, that was kind of our main concern, and the big problem area is with this bottom edge there. You can see kind of the scuffs going along there, but I mean, it's a pretty good 8, I'd say. I mean, the centering is almost perfect on it. I've seen cards with worse centering actually get a 10, so this isn't too bad. And the surface got the 8. When I looked at the card, I didn't notice any print lines or scratches on the hollow, but it's kind of hard to see, but you see those dots in there? That's probably what gave it the 8 for the surface. And those are really like, see the red one there, that's like a printing dot is what it seems like. The back surface was clean. It's just that front, I think, is what gave it the 8 on the top yellow border there. But man, this card is awesome. I can't wait to give it to Danny so he can kind of store this encased in all its glory for all time. So he was gonna see the video on Friday when I post it, but I'll send them a picture, give them a heads up. But it's really, really cool. Thanks you all for tuning in. Hope you enjoy the video. Leave a like below. Let me know what you think of the card, of the grades. So I'm really excited I was able to send this out. I think this is the first time I've ever held a slabbed up first edition Charizard before. So it's really, really cool. Thanks again, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. It's a quick one. Take care. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And please like and subscribe if you can for more content. And see you next time.